gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? Or what you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. Or what you gonna do? Or what you gonna do when they come for you? When they come for you.
For you. What's up, everybody? I'm
Hey, what's up?
ThatMan, and this is the Bad Boys Live, where we tell our truth through we tell your truth. See, I always mess that up. I try, man. I try. We tell your truth through ours by sharing what we've overcome to help lead you towards financial, emotional, spiritual freedom, just freedom all around. We believe that our experiences are the one thing that no one can take away from us, but we can freely, generously give away as if it was a gift to help other people. So today we have some guests, y'all, and y'all know we don't really have guests on here. We just don't because it's not because we don't want to. It's just because whatever. And now, but we got guests. You know what I'm saying? And we got two of my favorite people in the whole wide world, and they're both Louis, right?
Mm-hmm.
One's a Louis, the other one's a Louis. All right. Yep. And I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, and then we're gonna say what's up to everybody who's here, and we're gonna get this show on the road. What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, everyone? How you guys doing? Cali Reseller Luis. If you guys know who I am, obviously most of you guys do. Like I said, I've known Alex for a while now, and so I'm, appreciate he invited me and Louis to come up today, hang out with you guys. So definitely. I do Mindful Merchants every Monday night with Louis down here, the Lonestar Picker. Every Monday we have our Mindful Merchants, and then Tuesdays I do my live auctions on my channel, and definitely drop videos from time to time of different content and do a little bit of everything. So yeah, I'm pretty much an open book. You ever need to reach out to me, hit me up on Instagram or whenever in the chat. Just say, hey, what's up, Luis? What's going on?
That's it. That's it.
Right.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's it in a nutshell.
We got the Lonestar.
Welcome. Hey, everybody. Thank you much, and thank you, bro, for having us on, man. We're just happy to be here. We're just just hanging out a little bit, and I'm known as the Lonestar Picker. I'm Louis. We're the two Louis. We get confused a lot. Sometimes they call me Luis and they call him Louis.
Yeah,
that's all good. Just don't call us late for dinner. But no, seriously, we're both content creators. We're out here just doing our thing. We're in the resale world, but we don't let that define us. We are, we're just two normal dudes, everyday dudes, just doing our thing. We spinning plates and got a lot of hats on, and kind of like Luis. I'm doing a little bit of dabbling with that content creation, but I'm taking a little back step here in about a month, and I'm going to kind of go on the, how do you call it, I'm going to submerge for a little bit because I got some life stuff to focus on. And so but I ain't going to let that stop me either. I'm going to come in and say hi to people, and I'm still going to be around, but I got my Instagram. I'm more active on that lately, and that just pretty much tells you what I'm doing in the outside world here too. So I do a little bit of pop-ups. I do some reselling. I do love the Mindful Merchants, like Louis said. We got it on Monday. We've, I think we've hit this Monday will be our 50th episode.
Yep.
Recorded. So we're excited to be here, man. And
definitely,
this is the bad boy here tonight.
Yep.
That's right. Hey, man, 50 episodes. That's an accomplishment. That's an accomplishment.
Yep. A lot of guests. We're just topics.
Yeah, we used to have guests every week on, we started like this thing. It used to be just me and Jordan, who back then was the DG Picker. And we were just new resellers talking about the things that we were going through as new resellers and just having fun. And we would have, all kind of guests every week. And that was back when Google Hangouts was the way that you streamed, right?
Yeah.
So we had like 10 people in the bottom, on the panel, and it was just a good time, and then things change with time, man. Things change.
I was gonna say things do change, right?
Yeah, you make plans and God laughs, right? So, let me say what's up to some of these beautiful, amazing human beings in the chat. All right, I work my way from the bottom all the way up, and I'm starting with Papa Smurf. He was the last
Yes,
one
sir.
to leave a message right there. What's up? He says hello, Lewis and Lone Star. We
Hey,
got I'm a shit flipper. What's up? How's
Hey,
it going? We
What's
got
up?
Wes. Clint, where's my car? Bring it back already. So I guess Clint. Well, I saw Clint earlier. Clint's here. We
Yeah, he's
got
here somewhere.
Mookie
Mookie
to the
Mookie.
Pookie.
Hello, Mookie.
What's up, Mookie? We got Virginia.
Hey,
What's up,
Virginia.
Hi, Virginia. How you doing? Welcome.
Good to see you.
There's Clint right there. Yo, Clint's doing
There he
amazing. He's going on his 4th week on a program that I
Congratulations.
coach him, and he's doing
Yeah.
amazing, man.
Wow.
He's
That's
lost
awesome.
I think it was 15 pounds in 2 weeks. Was the first 2 weeks, right? Like 15 pounds.
Dang,
That's awesome.
Freaking awesome, man.
that's
Freaking awesome.
incredible. Yeah. 'Cause,
Yeah.
And
then
he
we
got
got
you
Sugar
too.
Plum. What happened?
No, I said he got you too, bro. He got you. To just give him
Yeah.
that moral support and love. So that's awesome.
Well, here's the thing. He uses me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he actually messages me and asks me questions and stuff like that. Like, that's
That's
the
what he's
benefit of
supposed
the
to
program.
do.
Like,
Yeah, that's
that's what you're supposed
awesome.
to do, right?
Right.
So the clients that I have that do that always have success. Always. Every single one.
You could tell they want to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey,
Exactly.
Sugar Plum Fairy, how you doing?
We got Sugar Plum in the house. We
Sugar
also got
Plum.
Ingrid. What's up, Ingrid?
Hey, Ingrid, how you
Who else
doing?
we got over here?
Good to see you, Ingrid.
We got Kimmers. I haven't seen Kimmers in forever. What's up, Kimmers?
Hello,
Yo, you
Kimmers.
see that shirt I gave you, Kimmers? I want to see a picture of you in that shirt, Kimmers.
There you go. She's like, bad boys of mine. Bad boys of
We got
mine.
Susan. What's up, Susan?
Hello, Susan.
And we also
Good to see
had
you,
Douglas in the
Good to see you,
building.
Susan.
Well, I said my hellos. I've hit the like button. I have 9 minutes. Yo, hey, we love you, man. Thank you for coming through and showing your love. That's what's up. Oh, we got some more people I see. Hold on. Let me start. Wait. Wow, the chat. See, that's why I start from the bottom up and then I went back down. Now I'm going downwards. We got Robin because she said, "What's up, Robin?
Hey,
when are you
Robin,
gonna grow
how you
that
doing?
beard and come back? We need you back on the Bad Boys Live with a beard." Y'all don't know. Do y'all know this? Argyle Sock. Y'all know about Argyle Sock,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
You know he was born here, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Or I can't even say he, but Argyle Sock was born.
Yeah, it's just an Argyle sock. I don't think it has.
Yeah, it's an Argyle Sock.
Mhm.
Argyle Sock was. I'm technically Argyle Sock's daddy. I'm the daddy. Oscar's the mommy.
Wait a minute. You his godfather? Argyle
No,
sock?
I'm his father. I was the one who helped conceive Argyle Sock.
Y'all heard it here. He the baby daddy.
I'm the baby daddy. Mhm. Mhm.
It's a pretty funny one, the Argyle sock. She's good at it.
Argyle Sock.
Nah,
Oh, we
Robin's
got
awesome.
Joe. What's up, Joe?
Hey,
It's good to see you, man.
Hey,
Haven't seen
Joe.
you in a while.
what's up, Joseph?
Hope you're doing good. I hope Derek's doing good, man. Send Derek my love, bro. We got Annie. Everybody with the eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Annie.
Hi, Annie.
You're like, who are these other dudes? Who are these other bad boys?
Well, this is Louis, and that's Louis.
Yep.
He's there. There you go.
There you
Another
go. You
camera
got it.
over here. So how you guys been? How was your week? How, anything exciting happened this week for you guys?
You go first. You want to go first, Luis?
Yeah, I'll go first. I had a busy week, as usual, besides doing the auctions on Tuesday and, Mindful Merchants Monday. Throughout every day is always something going on. I also do like my wholesale pallets on Thursdays, and so that occupies me like most of the morning on Thursdays. And I did back-to-back pop-ups this weekend and last weekend. So I've been putting my foot down on setting my foot down on those things as well, selling at the flea markets and at the pop-ups. So yeah, it's been a busy week. Like I was just telling you earlier, I just finished doing one earlier today, and I got home and just hung out a little bit with the kids and jumped on here with you guys. But other than that, besides doing that, reselling and hanging out with the kids, helping them with homework and doing the daddy, stuff. And it's always a busy schedule for me.
For sure. Yeah, I totally feel you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the pop-up thing too. Yeah, that's one of my things, Alex, that I've done since last year. And I've been talking, you could ask Luis. I've just been using it as like, remember last year everybody be like talking about this in the resale community, or just talk, like what's ways we can get some multiple sources of income. And that to me has always come natural. And like, and Luis and I have one of our bonds, like, is as friends, as bros, is like we talk about business. And one is like, we had this connection about the flea market that probably followed us when we were kids. So the pop-up, which is generically a flea market version, but under context of like, it could be a craft pop-up, it could be a cooking food one, like a farmer's market pop-up. But the ones I do like are specialty for vintage clothes and stuff like this. So yeah, I've been busy with those as of late, and occasional auction. But I'm also doing what I don't think I've told you guys this too much. I mean, Luis knows a little bit, but I've been on Instagram doing more like Instagram auctions, and there's a t-shirt community that's like, it's submerged. So I've been really busy with that. So yeah,
I've seen that.
It's been really, I want to say you snuck in one night, didn't you, when I was on one of them? We were
I've seen those, like something about t-shirts, man, on Instagram and just together.
Well, there is the kind of well, we can talk about that another way about it, but like there's so many subgenres of it too. It's crazy. Like, I mean, there's some that are just kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of there's a couple of them on there that are very trendy. So they got massive followers. They got the numbers, kind of like some of the big heads on YouTube, so to speak. When I say big head, it's not I don't mean that in an offensive way. I just mean like they did their work. They did they got a lot of followers, and they doing their thing. And that, I think that's a beautiful thing. If you can do that as a categorical business side hustle, I say more power to you. But are you balancing it with your life, your mental, spiritual, and your physical, and that to me is always important. So this week's been a good week, but I think it's just I'm learning that you got to be on a constant grind, because you can go on like on an emotional roller coaster if you're not connecting your mind and your heart. You got so much stuff going on, you got to take care of yourself. So like today I got to see my daughter for the first time in like a couple 2-3 weeks, and so that's like taking time to slow down.
Dude, you got to that's part of life, man. Like how you said, the balance. You gotta find that balance, mind, body, soul, however you want to talk, say mental, spiritual, physical. When you're off balance, and this is the thing, I believe that you'll never have balance. Right. I believe that it's the whole idea is to try to find balance, because man, I've tried to find balance, and I've had great eras in my recent past where I had like a spiritual awakening and stuff like that, right? Yeah. But the thing is that you still, it's like you have to just, I think what it really is you just got to try to manage things the properly.
There you go.
Right? Yeah. But I got to have priorities. So like when we talk about balance, it's not like this mystical kind of experience or anything. It's I don't think it is. I think it's very simple. I think it's just get your priorities together, figure out what's most important, and always keep those in line, right? So whatever your priorities are, for everybody's different. Everybody's got their different priorities, right?
For sure. So and what used to seem like simple priorities can also like agitate into like, how come all of a sudden it just seems so complex lately? Like there's just so much, and it's like you said, it's that constant arduous balance. But the thing is you got to just do it. Like it doesn't have to be mystical and all that stuff. But only thing I was gonna interject is it can happen. I mean, you can have like an epiphany. You can have like a
like a spiritual awakening
energy moment. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I wasn't trying to interrupt. I was trying to be like understanding, right? Like, you can have this moment where you feel like this utmost peace because things are just in order. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're still got to keep that balance, right? That sense of peace and that sense of calm and organization and all these different things. You still got to keep it. So it's like
Well,
this constant, you know,
you
always
don't gotta
keeping
keep it, but we know what happens when you don't keep the peace, you know. And
right,
not to get religious, but like in a spiritual perspective, it's like we know this saying is called the peace that passes all understanding, you know. And
right.
like you don't have to do much. You just need to wash your dishes. You need to take care of yourself. You need to, you know, is it time to go chop my hair? Let me go feel good about myself and just clean up, whatever, you know. Let me go read that good book that I like, you know. Let me read some motivational stuff or you know whatever it is, you know. And I don't, you know, let me go talk to a friend because they need an ear, or I need to talk to somebody because I need to reach out, you know, whatever it is, you know, and whatever motivates you. I think that's really what it comes down to is like, what is your motivation? So what is your intentions behind getting motivated? Because sometimes you just got to do it, you know. And I think you said it a little while ago, just do it. You got to do it,
You just
you
got to
know.
do it. You just got to do it. I think that's one of the best what is it slogans ever invented. Nike, just do it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
one of those that becomes a cliche. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Luis. You were saying something?
No, no, yeah, I agree with what he's saying. You know,
Yeah.
you just got to do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. Yeah, it's
But
true.
like, what goes deeper in that? What do you guys think? I mean, like, so there's a tradition that one of this community I belong to, we call it Contemplation and Action, which basically like you can contemplate your spirituality or whatever it is you're trying to do, some positive affirmations. You can, you know, about how to care for yourself and do mental well-being a little bit better. You can contemplate that all you want. What's it
Yeah,
going to do you good, you know? And I know Alex knows what I'm talking about. You know, until
Yeah,
you take the
action, man.
action,
yeah,
Yeah, action.
but it's
There's
also like the
diligence.
routine of it too, you know.
yeah.
It's like, do you want to do it? Do you really want to do it? You know, maybe not, but do we
Yeah,
need to
that's
do it?
where you show. So yeah, I mention it all the time too. Is like wanting, right? Wanting something
Yep.
is, and I read it in a book. Wanting something is really depending on what your actions are. You can
Yeah.
say you want something all day long. I want this. I want that. I want the other thing. I want to have a house. I want to, have a better job. I want whatever. But what are
Right.
you doing? Are
Yep.
your actions showing that you really want it? So a lot of times it's not that you don't want it. It's just where you see yourself isn't in a line with what you want.
Oof. That's a loaded statement right there. Like you said, you know, you got to want it. When? What part of the week? What moment in the day? What minute in that hour? You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Hmm.
Like we got a job, and 1 minute we bitching about it, and you know, and we complaining with that negative attitude and stuff like that. Is that wanting it? No. Is that showing gratitude, or or you know what I'm saying? Like, because and then you know what I mean? Like people watch us, and people like your boss are gonna be like, you're not happy, you can leave, or maybe I'll fire you. You
Yep.
know, it's like you just got to do what you got to do, and it's like for guys like us and Luis, you know, and I, we this is our job. We got to get up every morning, and we have to motivate ourselves. Like, so how do you keep accountable like that? Those are some hard ones there. Like you got to do it.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know.
Yo, I want to answer this question real quick because Kimmer's asked a little while ago. She's asking how much I've lost so far.
Ooh,
Yeah. Go ahead.
I can't tell you how much I've lost. I can tell you how much I've gained. I've gained my dignity, my self respect, confidence.
All
I've
right.
gained friends. I've gained
mm,
a lot in
mm,
health. I've gained a lot more energy that has helped me gain in my financial, you know, situation.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I've lost 130 pounds last time I checked, and I lost that. I lost that in about 6 months. I haven't weighed
All right.
myself in a few weeks or so because I started working out in the gym a few weeks ago. I haven't worked out. I didn't work out last week because I had this thing in the back of my neck where they cut me open. So I'm letting that heal. But I'm
Okay.
dying to get back in the gym because I
Yeah.
got hooked to the gym, man, lifting weights
Yep.
and stuff. just that whole.
You vibing in it?
Yeah, man, I love it. Love it,
dude. I've been watching on Instagram. You're freaking amazing, dude. Like, I'm just thinking too, like, God, how many people is he? Not so much like what you're doing as a coach, but just like how many people you're motivating. Like, just having a positive message out there, showing them who you really are, and not, it doesn't matter, what they think, but but it does matter in the sense that, like somebody's gonna go, wow, he doing it. He doing it,
Thank you, bro. I'm just a guy, dude. And see, that's the thing. Like we were just talking about want, and then action, and we were talking about the whole what was it we were saying right before that? We were saying priorities and stuff like that, right? So like for me, I've always wanted in my mind, right, to be healthier, always, but I didn't show that with my actions, right? And I had to go through what I had to go through to be able to get there. So yes, I know this. I'm conscious of it. It does not fill up my ego whatsoever when people tell me that I'm inspiring them and oh my God, you're great, you're amazing. I humbly accept those compliments because I know what it's like to be on that side, to be the person seeing somebody.
That could be a person in pain, say, dude, what you did the other day, and like that, you understand. But see, that's great because I guess as a coach, you know how to step back and like listen to them, or actually you're listening, but you're really hearing what they're saying, which is the deeper, rooted why they're saying it. It's not even, what the words are using, why they asking or just commenting, and you just kind of go, okay, I appreciate it. But they're really wanting, like you said, like that guy kind of reaching out, you got some questions, and it's like, I want more.
And to me, the best part of it is like, yeah, sure, a bunch of people have reached out to me, and for the most part, they join the team, and they do the things that need to be done. But a lot of people don't. But what they do is that they start being more conscious, and they start trying something. So it might not be exactly what I'm doing, but they're doing something. And part of me is like, man, I really wish they would just do what I'm doing, because I know that what they're doing could, it's a lot more difficult. But maybe that's what they need. Maybe they need to just work out for 8 months, work their butt off, right? And then realize 8 months later that it's not really working out, or maybe it does, right? So I can't foresee that. So instead, I feel good when I find out that somebody's like, yo, I've been watching you, and I decided to just start eating better, and I've lost 20 pounds. I'm like, that's freaking awesome. That's awesome. So I love that. And every day I wake up in the morning super excited to find out how Clint is doing. You know what I'm saying? How how Mookie's doing, how Pirate's doing, how Jack's doing, how Pirate Sister's doing, how Cat the Nurse Flipper's doing, how's Tommy Buffalo Picker doing. Like to me, like, dude, it's like I have purpose now. Like I can see my we all got purpose.
I was gonna say you always have it, but to see the mirror that reflects it, which is human to human, and that's both in consciousness, like saying, hey, the reason people are reaching out to you is because they are acknowledging you, and it's to me, it's like a form of love. It's like, I mean, there's self-love, and then there's the love of self. Love of self is like this false, like, you want instant gratification all the time, but when you got the love of self, like you want to improve yourself, you want to raise to those higher levels, and like you said, the people that are like, they're just doing it, and then like all of a sudden they're doing, but you're helping them create healthy habits, and we know that takes 30 to 40 days for some people to manage those kind of systems, and a healthy habit is you have to kind of want to do it, but you need to do it when, like, it hits the fan, I guess. So like, what do you do like to, I mean, I guess I'm kind of asking too, is like, what do you do to kind of help them just kind of make sure they stay on their little path, because some people wander and some people just don't know how to do it without getting a pat on the back all the time.
I'll tell you exactly how it is. Everybody's different, right? You're right. Everybody's different. But I've learned something. I've learned that I have no control over what anyone does. So I'm not going to lose sleep, time, energy, stress. None. I'm not going to put any of these things into that. What I can do, though, is be a good example. What I can do is point them in the right direction. Yeah. What I can do is be there for them when they reach out, right? So, I reach out to them. I ask them how they're doing. But if they're not in that in that state of mind where they're like, okay, you know what? Yeah, let me talk, because I need to, then I can't control that. I cannot do anything. I'm not.
Nor would you want to, right? Yeah. You know what I mean?
No, because at the end of the day, and this is just as real as it gets, y'all. This is as real as it gets. At the end of the day, I do treat this the same way I would treat like a recovering addict. I know at the end of the day, we have to hit rock bottom. All right. And especially when it comes to changing something that you've been doing your entire life, eating. You know what I'm saying? Your entire life, you've been eating and drinking water or whatever it is you're drinking, right? So for me to just come in and expect that I'm going to change someone else, no. I want you to be ready. Let me know you're tired. Let me know that you feel like you can't keep going like this. And when that happens, I know that they're going to do great. When it doesn't, it worries me because I would rather you go and continue to eat unhealthy and ruin yourself until you get to a point where you're like, that's it, I can't. Because that's when it will work. You get me? Tough love. Yep. It's just being real. I'd rather push you than try to pull you in. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Otherwise, we don't want to create these codependent relationships, Yep. Or you don't want to see somebody kind of constantly going and repeating the same pattern, for whatever reason. Like I had a tough love talk with my daughter today, and I caught myself where a couple times it's just listen. She doesn't want somebody to listen to, but at the same time, I'm like, let's cut the BS. Let's get to the point. What's really going down here? What's going down, baby girl? And it's like you can sit there and look at me just as your dad or somebody I'm trying to listen because I love you, But I ain't gonna cut no corners, and I'm gonna tell you, when I have an opinion if it matters, But I'm only gonna suggest. I can't recommend anymore. I can't give you my recommendations. That's up to you to want to have to do these things, And I think it's good if somebody could formulate that discipline at the beginning. But we know there's millions of people out here, and everybody brought up different. Everybody got different lives. And the other thing, a lot of people have different support systems, whether it's a community, a family, a little niche, and whatever it is, And everybody got to do the best they can and figure out where it is that they need to take the right steps, I guess.
Right.
Lack of a better way.
Yeah, it's an individual journey. Everybody's got their own journey, and this is with everything in life, right? Like everything in life, it's your life, your experience. You make plans, things change. You don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Just enjoy it. So being healthy is part of enjoying that, right? Like if you
hit it right on the target, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's not just physical health, dude. That's the most noticeable part. The most noticeable part is the physical. Seeing somebody physically, change for the better, right? Like seeing them lose a little weight, seeing them their skin looks different, their smile's different, But the way you feel, the way you think, and then the way you act, those are three things that need to get healthier too, right? Yep. So and then you bring other things into the picture, like finances. You bring relationships. All those things need to be healthy too, because there's no sense in being the healthiest physically healthiest person in the world when you're in a toxic relationship and it's damaging your mindset and you know and that's causing you stress, and you could be super healthy and still get a heart attack because of all the stress. You know what I'm saying? So we focus with the books and stuff like that, like the books, which Clint is saying, like Clint says, for me, I actually just wanted to learn how to eat healthier. Losing weight is just a bonus for me. That's right. That's part of it, and it's in the books. But
he mentioned a good word there, is to learn. So if he wanted to learn to eat healthier, imagine what else he's going to learn to do. I'm going to manage my money right, because you know what? I've been spending all that money on the pizzas. I've been, instant gratification. I'm going to buy me some new kicks or whatever. Do you really need them just yet? Okay, you need some good, then go get some good ones. But do you need to go buy the flashy ones? Whatever. Or, and it's up here. You're kind of going. You're playing this little game because we have these addictive personalities, and there's this false personality up here that kind of goes, get it. It's gonna make you happy. No, it ain't. Food, drugs, sex, whatever it is. Money. And a lot of us have issues with managing our money. It's like we think, oh, this will make it better, a new car or whatever, this or that, or the girlfriend needs something to kind of keep her quiet. Anyway, ain't gonna cut it. Look at Luis be laughing. So you got something to say?
Oh no, I'm just listening to what you're saying. No, it's true though. It's like Alex was saying too. We can sit here and say, oh yeah, I want to do this, and then like he says, you procrastinate about it, and then you forget about it. It's like we were just having that conversation before we got on, and when you really want to do it, you just got to say, you know what, enough with the excuses. Let's just do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Well, Alex also mentioned a good thing too. It's like sometimes, well, maybe I forget how you put it, but like I'm just thinking, like when we get to a rock bottom, like early this week, I felt like emotionally I was getting really tapped out. I'm not saying my rock bottom, but I was like kind of going, what's going down here? And I was like, okay, is it that halt thing? Hungry, angry? Lonely or tired? HALT, am I tired? Yeah, I'm probably getting a little fatigue here because I'm pushing myself hard. Am I angry about something? Yeah, I got some shit to be angry about. But does it, but the thing is, it's okay to acknowledge it. And I think it's okay to be angry, but it's how you act or react on it. Am I lonely? Well, there's some times where it's like, I could use somebody's motivation here, just even to say, hey, you're back on track. You're doing okay. And half the time I'm hungry, let me tell you, and not just for food. What you think about, bro?
Oh no, I'm just laughing. I'm reading the messages in the chat.
No, I was actually looking at Alex. Alex be like, what the heck is going on?
I just realized, so this whole time, because I have horrible internet. I'm in the mountains, right? So I have like a horrible internet. So this whole time, like things keep chopping up for me. But I just looked up and I had 15 or 20 tabs open on my phone.
Oh man.
Because I was doing things with the IRS, I was doing things with my bank accounts, and I've left it open. Now
that man is multitasking.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, it like, okay. So Clint says, for example, he's not allowed drugs and sex anymore. That's a lie. That's a lie. I just want to put that out there. It's a lie. You can do whatever you want, Clint. You can do whatever you want. But does it make you happy the same way that puppies makes Mookie happy? Right? So at the end of the day, is anything going to make you happy? I believe, for me, the only thing that can make you happy is yourself. So you can have all the sex and drugs you want, man. It ain't gonna make you happy. It's like how you said, it's a false sense of happiness. Yeah, it's not real happiness.
Nope.
Because once it goes away,
and even then, that word "happy" is just like, to me, it's, and I'm not trying to. I don't want to get into semantics, too much, but like, it's okay to be happy. We should all want happiness in our life, is the way I'll put it. But what I'd learned after probably like good 10 years of just really, really taking a certain practice and just thinking about it was, I just want good joy. I want things that bring joy. Joy is something you can't accumulate by like buying or eating or, you know, spending time with people. People can't make you. You may feel joy in an experience that you shared with somebody, but it's you really bringing that joy coming up, you know, and it's up to you to really be able to, because I think joy is with us every moment. If you open your eyes and your mind and your heart, especially when, you know, and some people can't do it. Some people, I can't do it down here because I'm, you know, I don't trust people. I've been in bad relationships. I don't want to get hurt, you know, and people be doing that kind of stuff. But it's like, well, what are you going to do to be happy so you can get that joy and retain it? You know, where are you going to go with your life? Otherwise, you ain't gonna want to improve your body or your mind, or maybe, you know, or other aspects of your well-being. And it you know, and it was kind of machismo of me, like I'm like, I ain't got to talk about this shit, you know. I don't need to. Hell no, you know. You know, a failed relationship and a failed marriage, and you know, and some other failed businesses and stuff. No, because that attitude leaked out. You know, it's like I thought my shit didn't stink. No, it do.
Right.
You know.
So I want to answer this question because Christine answered it. And what's up, Christine? Alan, steak is awesome. Red meat it's not. See, and that's the thing. It's not bad or it's not good. It's whatever. It's red meat. It's food that you can eat. It's not so much what you eat. It's how much you eat. You know. So when it comes to red meat, I like to enjoy a nice steak every once in a while. Yeah. But I don't eat it every single day.
Yeah, not all the time, because we know it's for men. It's not necessarily great for us. Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up.
I saw a little break. Yeah. Are we good?
Yep.
Man.
I saw Alex get a little stall there, or was it? I don't know.
All right, I hear you now.
Okay, cool.
I hear you now. Oh no. Everything's freezing. Welcome to the Bad Boys Live, where every week we promise you some technical difficulties. Welcome. Enjoy.
Because we're not in control.
Nope.
Right, Alex? We're not in control. I don't know if you got. Did you get that, Alex?
Huh?
Did you hear what I said earlier? Because you were like, you said welcome. I think he. What do you think, Luis? Is he getting a little delay?
He's good. He's just.
I don't hear you. You guys keep chopping up on me, man.
He's getting little bits and pieces of.
Alex is in the mountains right now. He's up there chopping wood and carrying water.
Okay, now I heard that. Okay, good.
So back to what I'll say it real quick. When you said back on the show where we got technical difficulties, I said we not in control.
Yep.
Yeah, we know.
Hey, it happens when you're on live. You never know what's gonna happen.
Right. That's just it's part of it, man. It's part of it. We just gotta have fun with it. I love just have fun with it.
Yeah.
We got Hollywood Reseller in the building. What's up, Hollywood Reseller?
Hey, what's up, Tino?
See, here's the thing, man. I'm in a dilemma. I was brought into YouTube in the reselling community, right? That's how I was brought in. And now I'm really focused and dedicated to the whole coaching people and getting healthy and inspiring people and blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. So it seems as though every week I'm talking about health, right? And like things you could do, not just this health, but like all kinds of stuff, right? So like I'm in a dilemma, dude, because I kind of want to just talk about that all the time now.
Nothing wrong with that. No.
Yeah, it's not.
Because resellers need it just as much too, or whoever whoever you're sharing this knowledge, because what you're doing is you're dropping massive wisdom, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something that for everybody. If it includes the reselling community, then that's something we got to be grateful for, because I think some of those folks probably need it most. I was on a live today with I think it was Dina. Was her name Thrifty Junker, Luis?
Yeah, Dina. Yeah.
So like, and it was interesting because she happened to. She said she was tapped out. She said she was about ready to quit. She wasn't going to do no more. And then all of a sudden, some dude she'd be talking to, I'm trying to remember his name too, and kind of helped motivate her. And all of a sudden, they started talking. And he's like, I was thinking about starting a show. And then she's like, you know what? Want to do the show together? Because I think what it was is when you're trying to do a lot of stuff, even if you have a co-host, you got to you got to kind of learn the balance, and sometimes one person takes a little bit of the weight and sometimes not, take turns and stuff. But I don't know what it was, but she also was talking about, I think something really imperative is, and I don't want to make this about resellers, but this is anybody. This is fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, whether you're a reseller or not, is a very stressful part of the season.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
I got to go to that party. I got to be a part of that. I got to be a part of that sheet thing going down. Oh God, I got to get some people some gifts, and then we get that entertainment industry coming in saying, don't forget and then you get people that are lonely, left out, people that are like overeating because all that food is there, and there's so many aspects of that equation. It's like, wow, this is the challenging time for all of us. The people we sell into, the resellers, and the people we try to help,
Yeah, for people in general. You're right. It is a stressful time of year. And there's also this mental idea of it's the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, it literally feels like it almost feels like 2020 was just yesterday, right? And 2020 was like this insane freaking, like, how did we make it to 2021? And now 2021 is almost over, and we're going to 2022.
Hello.
It's that mental idea of the end. No. Every day is a new day, yo. Every day, like, at this time, this is a make or break it time for people.
Yes.
You either say screw it, and I'm just gonna wait till the beginning of next year to do all these things that I promised myself that I was going to do this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I have all of these things now to worry about: Christmas, Halloween, the kids, the family, relatives, visitors, traveling.
On top of that, you got life, death, and this and that, and moving, and relationships, and you, like you said, it's a constant hustle. But how you grind, I think is what's going to make it, make it or break it.
Or you can look at it as like, no, screw it. I'm going to start next year ahead of where I would be if I were to wait till I start next year. I'm going to do it now. I'm going to end the year strong. You're either a go out with the guns blazing kind of mentality, or you're just take me, man. Like, please don't shoot. Don't shoot. You're either the don't shoot, or you're the I take your bullets.
Exactly. It's like, I want it all. I want everything.
You want to go to war? Okay. Shout out to my little friend.
What was that scene where, like, he's in the car with his cousin or friend, and he's like, what? He goes, no, I want it all. I want it all. Well, you know what? Like, where's our real intention to, like, if we think we want shit, in life. Excuse my language. We want stuff. But you know what? What is the real stuff behind that stuff and that intentions? Like you said, when are you going to start? You're going to wait till tomorrow again and again and again, or wait till you're not depressed? You got to start somewhere and it fall down, just get back up, and then you're going to start again, and maybe at the end of the week you fall back down. But I like what somebody said the other day. They said, screw this New Year's mentality, because that's the new, like, calendar, whether liturgical year or whatever it is you want to call it. My thing is why not start it in a different way? And like what you've been doing, Alex, is all the time is like, how are you going to change that way of thinking so you can perform? So that in order to perform is what you're wanting to meet your goal, whether it's losing weight or stop doing nasty habits or just, having some better critical thinking. And a lot of people I notice that don't stick around, don't have critical thoughts to really push themselves in a very healthy way. I know you know what I'm saying. So like this guy gives I'm not going to do the New Year's thing anymore. My birthday is going to be my new year every year, because that's my new year, is my birthday. And he doesn't look at it as birthday. It's a new year. And I went, well, that makes sense, because that's when you were born. So here is the new year, you know. So what can we do, you know, to better improve those kind of things? It's can't depend on people, but
yeah, to me, it's a whole perception thing. It's a perception thing.
There you go.
How do you see it, right? And is that working, right? If it's not, change the way.
It's interesting, because how do you see it is because we're so caught up in our head about how we want to be seen. So it is a perception thing. You're so darn right. You know, like I need to be seen like this. I'm Lonestar Louie, and I'm, you know, but you know, this is a persona, and we are content creators on here. But you don't know the real us behind the doors. That, like, we trying to bring something to you here. We ain't on here just to waste time.
Yeah, and that's the message, dude. That's why I'm on social media. Period. Is to give people that encouragement to just let the truth be known, type thing, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares how anyone sees you? What anyone's opinion is about you? It does not matter. What matters is your personal peace, your well-being, your mental and physical health, spiritual health. What matters is you. So my whole thing,
what matters is, like, when you do get caught up in that little maze in your mind, you know, and that maze is hard to get out. You know what I'm saying? You get in that maze, you think, oh, let's turn left. Oh shit, that's the wrong one. That maze is like when you let somebody in your head because they didn't have faith in you, or you found out they ain't really trying to help you. They don't give a crap. And then you get all, you know, you get yourself down. No, do your thing. Like you said, it's not that we shouldn't worry, you know, or it doesn't matter what other people think. It's what matters is how you think about when you find out what they think. And that shit don't matter, because you know what? Everybody out for themselves in a lot of ways, and that's fine. That's human nature. But your good friends, which could be just a few select people, they're going to be there for you in the long run. You know, they'll know when they were, you know, like what you did for them, and you were there for them at the beginning or whatever, you know. And it's like you just got to kind of go on about your way and say, okay, they in their own headspace. Let them get lost in their maze, because I ain't gonna even enter it. You know, I want to do better for myself, and every day, you know, because like motivation's a really weird, tricky thing. You know, like if you want to get up in the morning, what do you do to make sure that you're going to chop a couple of those logs and carry some water? Because that's the main thing. You got to keep warm, and you got to eat. You got to boil some water, you know. And like it's an old Zen Buddhist thing to say, you know. It's like, do your work. That's the contemplation and action. Don't worry about how other things come into the real play, you know. It's like, hey, try this. This is good stuff. I don't need it. I don't need that. Whether it's their words or something substance they've given you, or some false hope, or whatever it is, you know, premonitions and stuff.
Yeah, and it's this it's like there's this thing called the drama triangle, and you know, you got the victim, you got the villain, and then you got the hero, and neither one of those is good. But what's good about knowing about the drama triangle is being able to recognize when you're in one. Yeah. Because you're either the hero, the villain, or the victim. So by recognizing where you're at, you can not react, but respond to, because you don't want to react. Reacting is what puts you in one of those situations, right? That adds stress and takes away energy and time and focus and all these things. But when you know when you're in one, you can get out of it. But it's how you respond to it. So responding is more like, let me see where I'm at, what's going on. Okay, this is where I'm at. All right, I see where I'm the villain, or I'm the victim, right? You know, like when something happens and then all of a sudden you're blaming the world. Well, what that person does, the victim does, is that they're blaming a villain. They're making someone out to be a villain, and then they're trying to find a hero that's going to pity them and be like, it's going to be okay, I got you, you know? And then that's the drama triangle. And that happens a lot. But when you recognize that you're the victim, you're the one, like, dude, okay, you know what? At the end of the day, the truth is, it's really not their fault.
And
it's
once
about
you,
taking
like you said, you get
responsibility.
into that concept of it, like
Yeah.
about, let's say, everybody against me, look what they've been doing to me. That's, you're playing that victim card, and that's okay. Maybe there's truth in it, but the thing is, do you want to stay there? You want to be that victim all the time? Do you really? You play that, and you know what it is to be a hero. You're gonna be fighting all the time.
Yeah,
You
you're
gotta
gonna be
fight.
fighting other people's battles, and you're not even helping them by doing that.
No.
To me, the best thing you can do to help anybody is, this is the truth, buddy. Like, I hear you. It sucks to be in your situation, but the truth is that this is your situation, not what you see, but this is what it really is, right? And sometimes we need that. That's what I feel we're here on this earth for. We're all here to help other people. You know what I'm saying? And a real friend, like we always say, a real friend is always going to tell you the truth and hurt you as much as it might hurt. I might lose you as a friend. I might never speak to you again because I told you the truth, right? But guess what? I didn't destroy you. I didn't let you kill yourself with that lie. Instead, I might never see you again. We might never speak, but your life is going to be better. And my conscience is going to be clear because I told you the truth. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like. I like people that's how I work. You want to help me? Don't be like, oh, it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. I mean, sometimes that's what you need. Right. But what I mean is, like, tell me the truth, even if it hurts. Like, you know how many people in my life would tell me, dude, you need to lose some weight. Dude, bro, have you thought about doing a diet? Have you done this? Have you done that? Every time anyone's ever told me those things in those instances, I felt very offended. It hurt. It bothered me because it was the truth. And those people were being my friend. But you know how many more people did not tell me that? And not saying that they weren't my friend. All I'm saying is, at those moments, they weren't doing what a friend should do.
But that's what I mean. Like, when, like, people say they're going to there to help you and this, well, like, just to me, I've lost a lot of relationships, and sometimes I don't connect with people because I'm a little direct. I can't help it. Life is too damn short. I'd rather tell you what's on my mind, and maybe I'm wrong sometimes, but I'll be honest to my heart, and not to be malicious and not to be mean and all. It's like,
there's a difference between being honest and speaking your mind.
And you can speak, exactly. And if you can be, and if you can do it in a compassionate way, then more the merrier. Like, where that person may yell at you, fuck you, I don't want to hear that shit. Well, hey, take a little breather, step back, come and see me. I'll be here waiting for you. You got my number. You don't like what I said? Too bad, because I care. Like, I tell my daughter, it's like, I know you don't want to hear this, but I love you, and that's all I'm going to say. And I'm if you don't want to hear me after this, I'll shut up. Don't be asking my advice, or whatever.
I'll tell you this, man. In my experience, the people that have been brutally honest, and I just want to point this out, from your mouth to God's ears, Justin. From your mouth to God's ears. Amen to that. Yes, that's one of my goals right there. I want to be able to help people and make a good living doing it. Like, I really do want to make a good living, because anyway, the people that have been brutally honest with me, that hurt me the most by telling me the truth and acting accordingly, are the people that I love the most right now. Maybe in those times, I was really angry. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine being told by your father that you're dead to him. Imagine your father telling you, I don't ever want to see you again. If I do, I'm calling the cops. And if I pass by you and you're sleeping under a bridge, homeless, I might think about turning around and giving you a sandwich or something. But honestly, I probably won't do that. You're dead to me. Your sister, don't see her. Everybody, you're dead. Do not come by here. We're tired of you. Imagine being told that. Imagine the pain that somebody feels to hear that from somebody who they've admired their whole life. Somebody that all you wanted was that person to tell you that they were proud of you. And all of a sudden, they're telling you the worst thing that they can possibly tell you, which is, this is where it ends. We're no longer in a relationship.
And and sometimes words like it just, I think, just are the exact reason what everything gets annoying. Even just saying I'm proud of you, like you shouldn't even have to tell that to somebody. You should exhibit it. You could be, like you kind of have those quiet words. Like I had a dad that he wouldn't say those things, but like he showed me when he was proud, or whatnot. Thankfully. But communicating, like you said, if you say something like that, you're just basically, it just there's no place for it. And
well, I was told that, and it saved my life.
Yeah,
it literally saved my life. It hurt. It was scary, but that's what I had to hear.
Yeah,
and actually be put in that situation.
Right.
For me, it was like a kick in the ass, bro.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good point, because you got to have boundaries at one point. So everybody do. Whoever told you that, maybe there would have been better ways to do it, but that's where
here's
you have a saying, you were where you needed to be, I guess.
Yeah, and here's the thing. It was being, like how you said, with actions and words also throughout the years. Mm-hmm. So this was what my father told me. My father told me that. And he didn't just tell me that. He told me that repeatedly for a long time. Mm-hmm. I mean, I caused a lot of drama in my father's life because of my addiction and the street life that I lived, and the bad choices I made, right?
Yep.
I caused a lot of problems. So my dad put up with a lot. Imagine your dad telling you, I hate when you call me, because every time the phone rings now, I instantly think it's you calling me, and any moment now you're going to tell me that you killed somebody and you don't know what to do when you want me to help you. That's the point of where my life was and relationship was with my father. My father and I, our relationship now is better than I can ever remember. I've never had a better relationship with my father ever in my life. Why? Because what he told me put me in a position mentally and it forced me to look at myself. It forced me to see, why was it that he's telling me that? And for me to take those steps to make changes in my life so that I can repair damages that I've caused. Because at the end of the day, dude, that's what it's about. No one's perfect. You're going to make mistakes. She's going to make mistakes. Everyone's going to make mistakes. But if we don't repair our mistakes and learn from our mistakes, then we're just going to keep repeating our mistakes and hurting more people, and including ourselves. So if we focus on us and listen to somebody tell us the truth every once in a while and actually listen, right? Like when a person says, change, motherfucker, and all you hear is motherfucker, you're not listening.
Yep.
Right.
So
well, they that's the thing, is they can say they're listening, but they're not hearing the reality. Like the good unfortunate example, which was fortunate in the sense that it did turn around. But it's like, what does it take? And I think really it comes down to, which I don't know if we talked about enough, I think that's a good portion of it. You let me know what you think, you guys, but like boundaries are so important from the beginning. In a situation like you had, unfortunately your dad did it in the way that he had to cry it out. He said, this is it. I know, he loved you, but it's like, at the same time, he had to put his foot down.
It's just tough love.
What are your thoughts on this, Louis?
No, it's true. I mean, I'm listening to what you're saying, and I know it's not easy. It's just tough love. Sometimes you just got to get that tough love to make you react and to really see what am I really doing? Where am I messing up? Obviously my father's telling me this right now and it's hurting. So it makes you kind of reflect. All right, what's really going on with me? I need to get my stuff situated, and I need to get back on track with what I need to do and amend those relationships that you've hurt, or like you said, or people that you've hurt along the way, just for you to help yourself get better and head in that right direction.
Yeah. It's hard when people have those patterns, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then boundaries, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, everyone's different and everyone receives information different. Everyone,
Yep.
So if you truly know somebody and you love them and you do it with love, and it works, you do it with that action, right? Because at the end of the day, love is an action. Whether it's tough love, unconditional love, true love, there's all different forms of love. But love at the end of the day is action. So
Yep.
if the action shows love and you do it the right way and you do it, respectfully, and it works, great. But if it doesn't and you still love that person, then sometimes it has to get to that point where you have to be a little bit more tough and a little bit more real. But sometimes you can get away with being like, hey, have you thought about losing some weight maybe? Or have you thought about, getting a job maybe? Or have you thought about this? But at the end of the day, it's who's receiving that information, who's receiving that message. Are they even listening to that message? So it really doesn't matter how you say it. You could be like, yo, go get a job. What are you doing? You're lazy. You don't do nothing. You can be mean to that person, or you could be like, hey, have you looked for a job? And they're still going to receive it as though you said, go get a job. You're lazy. You're this, because that's them. And that's where they are mentally. So, what matters is that we treat people with respect and that we do whatever we feel is the right thing to help someone. You know what I'm saying? And for me, that's always being honest. However it is, whether it's sweet, whether it's just hard and it might hurt at the end of it, we always make up.
And part of that love, that true love, is the boundaries. That's why we set boundaries. It's just so that, like, listen, this is where I'm at in my life. I don't need you coming over my house at 2 a.m, jumping in the pool, drinking beer with your buddies and smoking and making noise so I can't sleep. No, get your ass out, And it's like, whatever it is, you got to set boundaries, but also the mental boundaries of, like, you're going to come over here and make not just me emotionally distraught. Like you said, like, this is how I feel every time you call, you're upsetting your sister and your brother or whatever, it's like, where do you do that? But I think the part of that love is the boundary is how you say it. Like you said treat people with respect. Yeah. Because then that way, the tough love, maybe that respect, that is the tough love, is the respect. Because it's like, I can't help you anymore. There's nothing I can do, and I know you need me.
Yeah. And like Christine, I'm sorry to hear that, straight up, I am. But if you told her the truth, then you did what you had to do. This is how I look at a situation like that. And this is how I coach people is I will be nice and all that good stuff and respectful and all that. And it's up to you though. I have no control. But you can be at peace knowing that you were honest and you tried to open up her mind in the conversation that you had with her. As long as you are at peace and you just have to pretty much, that's where faith would come in, whatever kind of faith you have. And if you don't, at least like think of good things, right? Positivity, positive mindset. One day, things will work out. Or the thing is that we don't know.
Yep.
We don't know. We don't know what's best for anybody else.
And the thing too is to let that past be the past. Don't play that scenario in your head. This is something I learned from a really respectful elder that used to come to speak once in a while. I would go whenever that guy came once a year. I would go listen to him because he had some mad knowledge. And he just said, "Can I tell you guys something?" And we were all like, in this big crowd, people came to listen. He says, "Do me a favor. Stop playing the broken record." He said, "Just take that broken record out." And what it is that scenario, like, "Oh, I should have said this. I should have did this. Oh, that was what you said. That's fine. That's what you did. But now you can learn from that, and we want to learn, that was mentioned earlier on in the conversations, like how we look at things is how we're going to grow. How we're going to grow is how we want to learn about it. And then, maybe part of that, the avenue of, like, when you don't get to speak to somebody for a while, it's not that they don't want to speak to you, maybe not that you don't want to. It's just how can you get to learn to speak to them, and what is it, and how are you going to say it? Because words can play a big part, and I hate to say it, sometimes just not saying anything sometimes is really important. Saying very, very few words. And really, I'm not saying let them go on and complain and like a broken record. What you can do is talk about feelings. You can say, listen, I don't know that what we're going to say is going to do anything, but I tell you what, I just feel really good seeing you. That's all I care about right now. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Well, but I got this problem that I just want to be with you. Can we not talk about that? Because where that stuff goes down the line. And if that's a make it break it situation. It's also setting a boundary in a polite way of saying, listen, I just want to be with you. I care about you. But you want to talk about real stuff? Give us a month. And it's like, because this is going to take days of talk. It's like, we know what it is like to be with somebody, a friend, family, a loved one or whatever, somebody in your relationship is like, but it's an ongoing battle to keep a relationship and entitled in a way that it's like, but you got to take care of yourself first and foremost, and that's pretty much what it is. Like, set those boundaries down. Good love.
All right. Sorry, I have my notifications turned off, but my phone's vibrating. I looked, and it was eBay. It was eBay. I like when eBay starts acting up.
Cha-ching!
Yeah. So I bought I actually have it there. It's a Mr. Christmas concertina music box. If you guys look that up, it sells for pretty good money. And I bought it yesterday. I paid up for it too. I paid $30, which I probably never normally do that, but I knew like the time of year it was and all that stuff.
Yep.
Like, it'll sell before the end of the year. So what's up? Hey, look at Gary giving out super chats. Great combo, gentlemen. Communication is key. We all could use a little tough love, and that's me, man. I'm gonna give it to you, bro.
There's the love right there, baby.
Hey, thank you for the super chat, brother. I really appreciate it.
Gary knows he's a daddy. He knows.
Yep. Maybe one day I'll be a daddy.
Well, you know what? But it comes out your tough love and stuff like that. Like you did this video not too long ago, Alex. I laughed. I about pissed my pants. I actually may have been Instagram. I thought it was on YouTube. I can't remember now. You were at some house. You were out doing your thing, and this bird got out. And that was one of the most creative videos I've seen in a long time, because you were being sarcastic, which is fine, but you're being playful in it, and that was part of the whole content creation. But you were like, that damn bird, he gonna bite me. It's like and then the thing got loose.
The bird bit me twice, man.
But I know you got. But the funny thing was, you were joking about it, but I know it pissed you off.
Yeah, of course, dude. The first night, I haven't seen the bird in a few years, and me and Lola never really had a great relationship to begin with. And then I'm there, and she's on the floor, and she's all like acting up like this, like look at me, and it's a big old cockatoo. And I'm like, hey Lola, but we were cool. Everything was good. Me and Lola, we were good. I petted her.
Weren't. You didn't. There were some boundaries to be set.
Yeah, and then I turned around for 5 seconds, and next thing I know, she chomped at my ankle like my Achilles heel. Like she tried to take me down, bro. The Achilles heel. She tried to take me down, and so that's it. And now it was her and me for a good week and a half alone, and I'm supposed to take care of her. I punished her. That's it. Lola, no love. I'm gonna feed you, give you water. I'm gonna say hi every morning, but that's it. You're grounded, And so she still bit me again. I was outside, and then she came up to me and bit my toe, and yeah. me and Lola.
It's interesting. It's like a troubled child, like the kid that acts out. You ain't giving me no attention, and maybe that's what her her owners, which is your uncle, I think it was your uncle and aunt's house, right?
Yeah.
Like they know how to. I guess they handle her in a different way, And she probably was acting out because we're my family, They ain't been here in a damn week, She was
just acting out because she wanted attention. That's what she literally craves for attention. All that bird, it's a bird, and birds are they need a lot of attention. Like people get birds because they're cute, and they might be able to talk and all that stuff. But people buy pets out of impulse. I feel a lot of times. They don't realize that like birds, they need a lot of attention.
Ugh.
Not like a puppy. Like a puppy needs a lot of attention, you know. But birds need a lot because they're very smart. So they're very smart, and that raised intelligence requires more attention. They're smart. They know that you exist. They know you're alive, and that you can pet them, and you're not doing it. Why? And then they bite you.
So I'm gonna bite your Achilles tendon, and I'm gonna.
Yeah, but hey, we've been on for a little over an hour, and I don't want to keep you guys. It's Sunday night, and I know for you guys it's a little earlier in the day. For me, it's already 10 something. And I made a promise to myself to start headed to bed at 11 p.m.
There we go.
Okay.
So by midnight, like I'm reading and everything. So I'm gonna read. I read in the morning now every day, but I'm definitely gonna be reading at night now. I did it today, and I took a nap. Like I read during the day, and I knocked out. Like you know. So I like that. So I'm gonna do that. Hey, what's up, Lisa? She's here. What's up, boss lady? And everybody who showed up, thank you for showing up. Look, guys, go ahead and plug yourself again. Tell people where they can find you so they can, show up to the auction, show up to the Mindful Merchant show, the whole deal. Let people know what's up.
No, definitely. Yeah. For me, we actually take every Monday. We'll have the Mindful Merchants one Monday on my channel, and then me and Louis alternate. Tomorrow it'll be on his channel. But definitely for my auctions, you guys could check them out on my YouTube page, Cali Reseller Luis. Thank you, Mookie, for dropping the links throughout the night. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mookie.
Yeah, definitely. Come check us out on Tuesday nights. We always have a great time. Come hang out with us. And like I said, tomorrow we'll have our Mindful Merchants, and it will be on the Lonestar Picker's channel, which he will let you guys know right now.
Yeah, I would put the link up right now, but I'm about to do it as soon as I get off here. The guest tomorrow is actually a local couple that I met at a pop-up who are kind of resellers, but they're at a specific niche. So I thought that'd be something really good to bring to the community and to show how power couples work. They are called Be Kind Rewind. And I'll be posting those links so you can see, but they don't have YouTube. So this will be a unique conversation. So I appreciate it. And like I said, check out all of our content here on YouTube. If you feel so obligated, like and subscribe, but show some love to this guy right here. Yeah. This is a bad boy, and show and give Oscar our love. Tell him we wish him some speedy recovery. And if you're listening or watching this later, Oscar, much love, bro.
Definitely, Oscar.
Thanks, guys. Thanks. And he'll be on next week for sure. He confirmed it.
Awesome.
He's doing all right. He's getting he's resting up and spending time with his family, which again we talked about it earlier. Priorities, man. Priority.
Yep.
Family above other things like hobbies and work, even, right? Like you gotta keep family on top of work and all that, which can be hard, right? But he's doing it, and I love Oscar. Oscar's my dog. He's my right hand. He's everything. He's my
that is one rich soul. Let me tell you, because like I spent some time with him, and when he does that thing once in a while with Mike, they just just good man. So and thanks for having us tonight, man.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Alex. Appreciate it.
Guys. Thanks for being on, and again, guys, you could be bad and you can still be good. So be good or be good at it. Till next week. Peace, money, love.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna